podcast group, you all. As known, it's me, Jay Hood, or Janiqua. And I have to the left of me, Chris Hahn.
What's good, Jay Hood?
And how you doing? And over here on the right, I have my boy, Nate Deuce.
What it do?
So, I just want to jump right in because this week has been hell. You know, everyone knows how I feel about Kanye West.
Yeah, stupid.
Not stupid, but, you know, and he kind of put himself on the ballot in, like, South Carolina, kind of, because I don't think anybody did anything with that.
No, we didn't.
But I'm just telling you right now, my stance is I'm voting for Kanye if he's on that ballot. I'm into this. I'm in this.
Why would you do that?
Because I am a true supporter of Kanye. And even though I know he's a little, sick right now.
So you support ignorance.
He's not
ignorant. Did you
ignorant.
vote for Trump last time?
No, I did not.
I can't
Don't
say.
try me. He's not ignorant. He's a little sick, and when he's not in his manic phase, he's all right. He's the Kanye from back in the days that said George Bush didn't like black people. He's just a little sicker.
But he wears a MAGA hat.
What does the hat have to do with the man?
That means
Because I have tons of people that we don't all share the same opinion. That don't mean we're not friends.
Would you wear a MAGA hat?
I wouldn't marry the hat. I would marry the person.
Would you wear it?
It's red. I like red. Red is my favorite color. Like, don't.
So you support Trump?
I support Kanye.
Well, if you support Kanye, you support Trump.
Kanye don't support nobody but Kanye.
Okay, that's
Kanye supports the Kardashians.
He support Kanye.
Okay.
all right. So my issue is that Kanye comes here with a manic episode. I'm doing quotation marks.
Don't do no
right now.
quotation
A
marks.
manic episode. Every time he has a rollout, he was about to pull out a Donda album last night. It didn't come out, thank God. But every time
I was kind of looking forward to it. I
was.
mean, you just want to
So-
hear Kanye, you know?
We have to stop that because that's not particularly so. He comes in and out of these manic phases. Because last year he was supposed to drop the Yandi album. And he didn't drop Yandi, and he wasn't in the manic phase when he was talking about dropping Yandi. And even before that, he's not always in these phases. Like, he just goes through the last...
No, he goes through these phases every time he does a rollout.
No, he
Yes,
doesn't.
he does. Every album, go back through his Twitter.
If you go back to his last manic phase that was, like, publicized, was when he was on the St. Pablo tour.
So he didn't do it for Ye?
No.
When he said, I'm bipolar?
No. Okay,
His whole
you know
album
what?
says,
He said,
I am bipolar.
but that doesn't mean it was a manic phase. It was a good album. But you
It was
know
a
what?
good album.
He did have
I don't even wanna listen to
no.
it.
He did have a really that's when he said the slave comment. But it wasn't manic.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
So do you agree with Kanye's politics?
I agree with Kanye as a human
Do
being.
you
He
believe that
doesn't agree with
Harriet
his
Tubman
politics.
Oh, man.
didn't free the
And
slave?
let's go back
Yeah,
to
let's go
Kanye
there,
that
yeah.
came back years
Nah,
ago. Right now he's
Because
sick.
you got to address that.
We gotta,
Harriet
if we
Tubman
get
statement.
him maintained on his medication.
No, I'm sorry.
Once we get him
Even if I'm
managed-
off my meds, I know what Harriet Tubman did. They taught us that in like second
He
grade.
knows what Harriet Tubman
There was a little
did.
kid book about it, man. Like,
Oh, so you don't know what Harriet
Wait.
Tubman did? They just came out with a movie.
she freed the slaves.
She got
That was-
nominated for an Oscar.
So a
If-
little bit of that
If it
Harriet
was a pop
Tubman
quiz
thing.
and it said, what did Harriet Tubman do? The
What's your
correct answer
answer?
was free the slaves.
Look here, let me tell you something. So
I
a
know.
little bit of that. He knows what Harriet Tubman did.
Does
He does because
He
his
said-
father was also a radical. He was also like a radical person. He was in. Yes, his
He must
actual
not have had a
dad.
good
He
relationship with his
did
dad.
have a good
He had
relationship
a
with him.
broken home.
However, you also got to remember that Kanye has a narcissistic personality disorder. I know these things because I am a therapist, so I'm just breaking him down every day. I still love him and I still support him. And that's a part of his NPD. He's not just one
Can
thing.
you tell me what MPD means?
narcissistic personality disorder.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna also say things.
Ginormous word.
He's gonna he's gonna also say things that are grandiose and it just is what it is.
Johnny,
And
I
he
feel
was
like-
doing that before
I feel
when
like-
he said black people. George Bush didn't care about black people when he went on the stage and said, "I'm sorry, but Beyonce had the best album." We was okay with that foolishness.
Well, look at this. Look at this
Yes,
from
we
a
were.
different. Look at this from a different perspective. What happened to him whenever he said those things?
He lived. He was out when he said George Bush didn't
People-
like black people. We was
people-
like, you right.
White people
He don't
slayed
care
him though.
about-
White
And
people slayed him.
his album sales didn't
White people
change.
slayed him,
His
Kanye.
album sales didn't
I
change,
think he's just doing
He
this for
slayed
attention.
them.
and he didn't change.
White
Kanye.
people slayed him just like they did Nick Cannon
Cannon.
in his current
No,
situation.
nothing like Nick Cannon.
Oh, no.
Nick Cannon is losing everything.
No,
Kanye didn't
when
lose
he
a
said
thing.
George Bush doesn't like white people,
Well,
didn't lose
you know,
anything.
you know why Kanye
Really?
He
isn't
stayed
losing
legendary
anything?
status. He's
Oh, he
still
doesn't
a
like black
legend.
people.
Do you know why Kanye isn't losing everything?
'Cause he Kanye.
Because he's speaking white rhetoric.
He
Of course, he's not.
Kanye.
Everybody's clapping for Kanye right now. Good job,
Nobody's clapping for
Kanye.
Kanye.
Here, tell me that free them slaves that just came to work for us, nigga.
Nobody's clapping for Kanye but me. And nobody's
That's
clapping
right,
for Kanye but
Kanye.
me.
MAGA.
And some of us
Yeah.
other true supporters.
exactly.
You are a supporter of racism.
No, I'm not. He is not racist. He is black. How is he racist?
Oh, blacks
What do
can be
you mean?
racist.
Yeah,
Blacks
that's-
cannot like black people.
Wow, hold
He
on.
like black people. He like black people.
That is
But we're not even going.
the
We're
topic
not
that
even
should
going
be
to trickle
discussed.
down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
The more of the story is you people.
Black people.
Oh, us
You
people.
people.
Wow.
And
Oh,
I
look at
said,
you.
I
Aren't
said
you-
what I said.
You're
And you're not
racist.
going to turn me from what I said.
You're brown
It's
and you're
y'all
racist.
out here feeling like my man's is doing
That's
this.
your mans?
That's my man's.
That's okay.
Not like man's because he's
Hey,
married to Kim.
Speaking of which, speaking of Kim, can you be vulnerable for a minute? This is a safe space, right, Nick?
I feel safe.
Did we lock the door?
Oh my God.
Nobody can come in here. Hey, listen, Janiqua, I need you to
No.
tell the public, for the viewing
No,
audience, for
I'm
the
not-
listening audience, Janiqua wrote to a very special person, and I'd like for you to share what
Oh,
You
man.
you
What was
want
this?
me to you want these people to try to dissect me and think I'm
No.
Oh,
If
I'm
you sound
right.
crazy, you sound crazy.
we don't say crazy
What did you say?
because that's condescending.
Can you read what you told us?
What happened?
Nate did foolishness, but it wasn't foolish. It wasn't.
You know, I don't
However, I will say that it just had been heavy on my spirit all week long because you know how I feel about Kanye, and I don't do no Kanye slander, but just some of the things I was seeing, I was just like, Lord,
say it ain't so.
say it. It's just I can't. So I wrote to Kim.
You wrote to Kim.
Oh my goodness.
I wrote to Kim Kardashian
What?
on Instagram. I'm gonna
This
run
is
it through
crazy as it
people.
sound, Nick.
People.
Are you gonna be on one of those shows?
No, I'm not. I just wrote her.
Okay.
People, don't think. I just know that I wrote this and take it for what it is. I'm just a true fan, and I wasn't asking for nothing in return. Anyways,
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you what I wrote. You don't know me.
Definitely don't know.
Right. Stop right there.
And no, let me read it through. And not
She like,
seeking a
true.
response. Please don't leave Kanye. I am a mental health therapist, and I cannot imagine what you are going through at this time with him. All I can say is, as you know, that he is ill, like any physical ailment. Keep
Wow.
pushing for his health for the sake of him, your children, and your marriage. I wish I could give you more in this time for you. However, my spirit wanted me to tell you this because it was in my spirit. Nothing but prayers sent your way.
Hallelujah.
Also, no, I am a true Kanye fan. So, there is no bashing coming from me because I see and know what is wrong. I also know.
And no.
I also
Oh,
know
girl, you don't sound crazy.
how a mental illness can affect
So you won. You got one. Yeah.
and destroy a family. Hang strong, sis.
Hang strong, sis.
And also maintain your peace. Okay. But I just.
How did you end it? Did you
Should've
put
put
That's
the
how I
did you
ended
put
it.
salutation?
No.
Should've put the
Period.
Did you put a strong arm
No.
emoji?
Period.
Praying hands.
No.
There
Period.
you go.
So I was, I just wanted her to know not to leave him because
Johnny.
what?
You just want her to know not to leave him.
Don't leave him.
J Hood.
He going through it.
Have you heard yourself say that?
He's going through it.
Janika, did you read this out loud to yourself?
I did.
Because it sounds crazy than a rat pooping in
See
church
that?
when you read it
See
back.
Right.
that's the
Moving in
problem
church.
now. That's the problem now. That's the problem now with
Mhm.
society. People are always thinking crazy. What is crazy?
Janiqua, you the therapist, tell us.
Yeah, you know.
What is crazy? Because people
and
are
this message.
shamed when they come in because they be like, I don't want to come in because I could be considered crazy.
That's crazy all in
Okay.
itself. If you feel like you could be considered crazy, I
But
think
what
you
is
might
crazy?
be crazy.
No, what is crazy?
I know it's
No
not
one-
crazy.
well, no one
I
has that
know
definition.
Crazy is taking your phone out in your home and saying, Kim Kardashian, you don't know me, but I know what's going on with Kanye.
I know he is.
By the way, I got a few celebrities I want you to write for me.
And I'm not.
Later.
And I'm not.
Nah, you gotta wait with
But I'm
words.
not.
I want you to
Either
tell me
way,
how I feel.
I also we gonna
Listen.
eat. I'm just get. What
I'm
I'm
gonna do
saying
like this.
is,
You
I
do.
also feel like you guys, people, feel like Kanye might be doing this for some attention, and I don't like that because he's not doing it for attention. He is really ill
I
right
feel
now.
like Kanye sells Yeezys and he sells albums and all the attention is on Kanye right now. So if I say some crazy stuff, I'm gonna get attention on me and my sales gonna go up. I don't know. Google it. It's
No.
worth the Google.
That's not how it works.
Check out his sales.
It's not worth the Google because his sales is always good, even when he's not manic.
Well, I do agree with you in the sense that
What?
it's a cry for help. I can't say that I don't feel that way. I feel like ever since his mom died, which is the cliche, I mean, you lose a mother. That's huge. And the way he thinks, the way it's portrayed, you can look it up and it'll be like, oh, conspiracy, blah, blah, blah. I don't have any doubt that he feels like something else was up. And at that point, he jumped off the ledge. But when you off the ledge, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you go to rehab and then they let you go home and then you end up back in rehab. It's like, what did you do to get here again? Like, he doesn't stop himself from going there, and that's crazy that you would put the country in his hands. If you think Trump is doing something crazy now, wait until Kanye gets
We
it.
might as well just do it.
All that stuff you were just talking about, how he prolonged putting out albums, he's going to prolong putting out these bills too.
He's a perfectionist. That's why he prolongs it.
Oh, okay.
And he's really he's
So why
really
didn't he drop the
creative.
album?
And he's a
Tell
perfectionist.
Tell me the signs of being manic.
Everything he doing.
No.
Very impulsive, very irrational. And what? Oh, okay. Very impulsive, very irrational. It can be seen as bizarre. Doesn't mean it. Well, he also has psychotic features too. And you want me to say dehydrated so bad, but I'm not.
You said that when you manic, you dehydrated.
No, you're not dehydrated when you manic. But that was a factor in some of his behaviors that he was dehydrated at some time.
What does that got to do with
Who
anything?
told you that?
Myself.
So if I'm dehydrated, I'm not just...
This is what I said. This is what I told myself on the St. Pablo tour, that he was dehydrated
Wow.
If he's-
a little bit.
Let me ask you
'cause-
this.
I'm dehydrated right now.
If you dehydrated and you got a dry mouth, I think you should just stop. You got a dry throat, just quit.
He stopped talking. He went to
Yeah.
like he was in the hospital for a
Hey,
short period of time.
let me ask you this. I was
And
reading.
he came back like big.
He came back big. He came back with the chubby face, the Omar Epps face.
He came back big.
Yo, speaking of which,
Oh God.
why is Omar Epps so fat?
Okay.
Ever act-
No, Money
He's
Mitch
not fat.
blew up like he's about to pop. Like
We're not gonna do this. We're
What?
not gonna do
I'm
that. We're
just
not gonna
saying.
All
fat
our
shame.
legends just
they
We're
are.
not gonna fat shame.
fat legends.
We're not gonna do that.
It's okay.
But they
And-
still can act.
Yeah, they can. Just fatter.
But
I just need to know. I was reading the tweets off of that. Fat Kanye said that
Why do we gotta have
Kim,
fat Kanye?
Kim Kardashian is having sex with Meek Mill.
he didn't say that. He said she was out of pocket.
Out of pocket sounds like he got in her out pocket.
That's the perception you took from it. But
But
it could have been that he didn't want his wife around another guy. It didn't mean that
But you
she
don't say
slept
that
with him.
to
He's
everybody.
in a manic phase. What do you
What are
think?
you talking about? You still don't say that to everybody. You
He's
say
in a
that
manic phase.
Maybe to her family.
He's
like,
irrational
I
because
think
he's in a
she's
manic phase. That's how the
running
manic
the mill.
phase works. You just say anything, everything, because it's
to the world.
Yeah.
Like, did
Yes.
he tweet this?
So
I'm
he-
sorry, I didn't. Okay, so
Yes.
you type it and then you send it.
he's manic. What is
After
irrational?
you type it, you look at it.
What is irrational?
You want him to be the president of the United States? Though.
Well, we got Trump. What are you talking about?
Shaniqua, do you think he was telling his truth?
We ain't got no. So we just can go with Joe Biden, huh? We just, cause he
Yes.
just deserved the black
I would
vote.
just go with Joe Biden.
I don't want to go
over
with Joe
Kanye.
Biden. What has he done to make me say
Listen,
he deserved my black
He's
vote?
not manic.
All three candidates.
People are sick. He can be managed.
Okay.
He just needs his medication and he needs a good team. Chris Brown is bipolar and he done got it together lately. He ain't been spazzing out.
President.
He ain't been spazzing
He's
out.
an entertainer.
You know, me and my cousin was talking today, and if you notice, Chris Brown has gotten a lot better, and he's very bipolar. He probably got the right medication and the right people around him, and some other things happening too. But he ain't been spazzing out.
'Cause
Everybody got something.
It's COVID. Nobody's doing
Everybody
nothing.
got something.
Everybody chilled out for a
No.
second, except for Kanye.
No,
Except for James.
everybody got something. Okay,
Kanye
everybody
got, a lot
got
of
something. And just because he
Well,
goes
you
through
know
a
what?
manic phase every now and again does not mean that he is not
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you
capable.
this. Whenever you heard that Trump was running for president, what was your reaction? What were your thoughts?
I was voting for Hillary, so I didn't have
No,
any reaction.
what did you say about that statement, though? I know you had.
Nothing. I said nothing. Like
You
y'all
didn't
were,
feel
when
no type
people
of
were
way?
thinking that he's a reality star, I didn't care about that. Like, what are you gonna do for me? Because I didn't know him like that, so I didn't have this thought process or this negative thoughts about him before, because I didn't know anything about him. I had already had in my mind, I am voting for Hillary.
Can I tell you some real stuff?
Hmm.
If Trump decide to disregard all my student loans, I'm voting for him.
Oh yeah, absolutely. and
Speaking
if
of,
Kanye
I
do
heard
it too,
there's some kind of second check about to.
he coming on through.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
He coming on through right
I'm
now.
richer than I ever been with Trump.
Ever.
I'm saying my vote ain't.
And broke at the same time.
My
but
vote
either
is
way.
worth
Broken in my spirit, but rich in my pockets.
Bro, there you go.
Listen,
But
I just want to know,
What?
since everybody got something, Meek Mill got some of Kim K's book.
he did
And
not.
I just want us to go back to that point.
He did not.
Because you tried to roll out of that.
I didn't roll out of that. I'm just saying.
And then he hit him with the Drake. Question mark
men-
emoji. Finger on the chin.
Okay,
Drake
so with that being said, say Kim did do this. Say Kim did cheat with Meek Mill and Drake, right? Because he
She's
put
a
the
porn
Drake.
star.
Is it? Would you rather know? Like, is it? Would you rather know that she cheated, or would you rather not? Like, what is it? Because
man.
we don't even know if he really knows anything other than she went to do
But
that.
obviously he knows something, and that's why he's going crazy. Which my actual answer to that is no. I would rather not know.
So that's your unpopular opinion that you
That
would
is,
rather not
I
know?
guess that is my unpopular opinion. If you feel like you should know, then you fit in that category of curiosity killed the cat. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm coming from is peace of mind, living a certain way. If you get to the point where you're opening up with me about someone you slept with and all this kind of stuff, either we're breaking up or we're moving forward. So if we're moving forward, I personally can't trust you again if you told me you did some fuck shit. I'm sorry. I'm gonna look at you sideways every time because I know what you're capable of, and the fact that you told me to my face makes you even colder.
So you don't want to know that you're being cheated on. You just be rather be
That's
dumb
not
to it.
what I said.
But that was the unpopular
That's
opinion.
not what I said. I don't want to hear it from her. You know what you know. Deep down, you got feelings, and you put two and two together. But at the end of the day, if we're gonna move forward, don't sit here and tell me, oh, by the way,
Is there ever not
I
a
did
time?
this that time when you thought I was at the crib. Like, nah. I was just about to get back cool with you, and now you done told me this.
So
like,
you just drop automatically.
nah, you know.
So is there ever not a time where your gut instinct was wrong?
That's
Because you're saying
that's
I'm gonna just go with my gut on this, so I know she's cheating. But what if she's
Personally-
not cheating?
personally my gut is usually right.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Is this factual and actual?
It's factual because I know times that I went against it and I was wrong.
She was busting it wide open for all
Listening
that.
wide.
I think that was your cognitive distortion. But anyways, what you got on this?
Listen, nigga keep coming with these big words.
I know, right?
I'm taking it
Like,
as disrespect.
disrespect.
Listen, Jamaica, me personally, I want to be Mario Winans in the bathtub with all my clothes on. I don't want to know nothing, okay? I want you to have respect enough for me to keep your shit tight.
But that's not the unpopular opinion. The
Pimpin'.
unpopular opinion was
Pimpin'.
That's
you
young
would
pimpin'
you
over there.
the unpopular opinion is that
You
I would
didn't know.
rather not know. Now
No, that's
I'm
what I'm saying.
different.
I'd rather not know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you
Mario
side with
Winans'
me.
No
There we go.
song was I don't want to know.
He did make a whole
Y'all
song
are weird.
that you know.
I want to know.
You
If
wanna
you
know?
cheat on me, I want to know because I need to get gone. I do not need to
Get
be.
gone?
I'm.
No, but this
And
is
I
what
may
I'm
not
saying.
get gone.
This is
I
what
may
I'm
not.
saying. Exactly. You're
I may
not getting
not.
gone. That's what I'm talking about.
You don't know what I'm gonna do.
Like,
'Cause
no. We've sat
You
down
ran
and
up on me
we've
like
agreed
you knew what I was
that
gonna
we
say.
separated. We had some time apart, and we agreed that we're going forward. So now going forward, we want to be upfront and truthful with each other. So guess what I did last week while you wasn't talking to me?
That's not cheating.
I fucked your homeboy.
That's not cheating.
And then it's like, all right, well,
That's not cheating.
I love you,
Cheating.
like I just said 5 seconds ago.
That's not cheating. Cheating
Should
is
we
in
move
the
forward?
relationship and they actually cheat on you during the relationship. So what you're talking about, if you got mad at that, you a sucker for that because
Ooh, not a sucker.
we weren't together. We weren't
didn't
together.
say that I did. You pointing at me. You take it
Because
serious.
you said,
No, I'm fucking with you.
I know, because you said, the unpopular opinion is that I would rather not know that you cheated, not that we were separated and you smashed
Okay,
the homie.
listen.
So-
Let's not say separated. Then we weren't cool. I was sleeping on the couch, and I won't call you on my lunch break.
But we still were
How
in a
about that?
relationship.
You know what I'm saying?
But are we still in a relationship?
We never
'Cause
told
you
our
gotta
family
tell me.
members that we won't
Well,
date.
it ain't got nothing to do with family. It's me and you. Did we
Exactly.
say that we were in a relationship?
Listen to what I
or not?
said. I'm sleeping on the couch, so we still.
I don't know, but
same
you
house.
could be trying to
And
transition.
Yeah.
I want you to have enough respect for me
Mhm.
to go do your nasty stuff and not tell me. I just need you to be on my level because if I do it, she ain't gonna never find out. So I need you to be on the same level. You know why Will? Speaking of which,
Wait. Before we, wait a minute, because
Yeah.
y'all are just testing my spirit. Because I
Jennifer,
just,
you want your man to come tell you I just dick down somebody?
I don't want him
Thank
to
you.
cheat. I don't want him to cheat.
Yeah, but if he
But
does,
if it happens, I want to know.
And then,
I deserve that respect
And
level to
then-
know.
and then.
What kind of relationship do we have? if
We're
we don't
talking
have
about a
open
relationship that's
communication?
long lasting and working. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to know if I want this to work. So if I
What-
do want to
are
know,
you that insecure?
what?
Are you that insecure?
What you mean by that? Insecure?
Are you that insecure that you don't want to know?
Honesty to me is a weapon.
huh?
Okay, so you use it when it's needed and necessary. But as far as if you're telling me this, I feel like you expect me to settle for it, and it almost becomes some sort of excuse that we decided to move forward. Like, oh, and this just happened, and blah blah. Like Chris said, obviously you don't respect me enough not to do this, even if the situation is fucked up.
Can you tell me a
Like,
situation
I feel like you're bringing up scenarios that
Can you?
pertain to maybe your situation.
No.
Can you tell
However,
me-
that's not every time. Like,
I'm just saying, if you and your boyfriend are having a bad day, everyone has a work boyfriend.
It ain't
and a
even
work
gotta
girlfriend.
be a
So
bad
then,
thing. No, we don't.
when that happens,
I don't.
no, we don't.
right? But let's talk in our
Okay.
20s,
There are
mid
people
20s.
in the room.
These are the people who make the most mistakes. The middle age, you know what I'm saying? The younger adults, you know what I'm saying? They're still trying to find themselves, but at the same time they want to play house. So you know you got all
You
this
sound
going
old,
on.
boy.
I
You
know,
sound like
man.
your name was
I'm,
Earl.
I'm tenured. How about that? I'm
Oh,
tenured. You
God.
know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
we in the long stretch,
Okay.
veteran stage. But anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, just had a birthday, you know what I'm saying? I got a little older
Oh
since
my
last
God!
time you
Don't
heard my
plug
voice.
your birthday.
Hey.
Didn't need no feel smooth.
Hey, and over here, young Hans sir just had a birthday himself.
Listen, I appreciate it, but it's not me. Listen, what I want to know is, has honesty ever been used as a weapon against you?
I can't answer that honestly because it's all assumption. There's no facts. But you feel in certain situations manipulated,
Mm. Tell me
and
more.
truth is a powerful tool in that because if I show you a little, then everything must be true, right? And you trickle down that trail. But I'm only going to show you what I want you to see at the end of the day.
That's the difficulty.
If
in
you want me to
obviously-
see you laying down with another dude in my head, I don't know how I feel about you after that.
Y'all not, you're not in, I ain't gonna say y'all. Y'all must not be, there ain't no genuine relationship then. Because there has to be some level of vulnerability where you just like, look, I gotta be true to me and
Ain't
just
no
say what it
genuine
is. Now, whatever your projection of my truth is, that is you. That has nothing to do with me. I'm just doing it because it frees me. And in hopes.
Isn't that selfish for you to put a burden on me that frees
But
yourself?
boundaries is selfish. You
Isn't
at
love
some point
supposed to
have
be
to
the
be
opposite
selfish.
of selfishness?
Y'all potted now.
No.
I'm a potter.
Because you also have to have boundaries with people. Just because I love you don't mean you going to walk over me.
And just because I love you don't mean I'm going to hurt you to death with my
Y'all sound like y'all have a real
traumatizing story
couple
that I'm about to tell you that I did
It's not a
just last week.
traumatizing story if I'm just saying, hey, look, we are in this relationship means something to me. And at one time, I was not in that space. I don't know how you're going to take this. I hope we can continue on. I did X, Y, Z.
But every time you go to the gas station to get gas, the nigga that you asked you, do you got cash or credit? Guess what? We had a one-night stand. Now, how does this dude feel every time he goes to this gas
He
station?
probably doesn't feel comfortable. But that doesn't
But you
keep
put
me,
that on him.
But that doesn't keep me from telling
He
my
felt
truth.
comfortable until you told him.
That
Janika,
doesn't keep me from telling my truth, though.
Janika, are you gonna get gas from the BP instead of the Shell now?
If
That's
it
what
happened to
man
me,
asked.
no, I'm gonna get gas from the BP and then I'm gonna run up on it. I'm gonna run up on him. I ain't gonna say that to him, like, but I know.
Right.
But I know, and you better not.
And you better be glad it's COVID. Now you got this glass between us because.
But I may not even stay. So
Exactly.
I don't know. We don't know.
It alters your actions,
like,
right?
It just
So you
depends.
may end up in jail, correct? Which was the fault of this story that got told to you.
Where I am at in life, I'm not going to end up in jail. I'm be like, okay, well, this was great. I appreciate it. I respect your honesty. Where I'm at in life now, I respect your honesty.
But you just said you didn't know.
Again, where I'm at now in life, right now in the present.
First of all, let's not disregard the fact that her name is J Hood. Janika's gonna pow pow.
No, I'm not.
Shoot him up.
Not no
throw
more.
up gang
Not
signs.
no more. Not no more. I'm
Not
not
no
gonna
more.
do anything because I'm
That
not
was-
gonna be with him.
I
And
like
you can
that.
have him. Like, but I also am going to respect him for telling me the truth. Like, you didn't allow me to sit here and look stupid this whole time
True.
as I'm going to the BP
That's
and the
one
buddy.
thing I do agree
You know
with
what I'm saying?
too.
Like,
But at the same time, can I promise that I'm not gonna feel some type of way?
then you may not need to be with me after that. Then you might need to just let
I
me
may
go.
not need to be with somebody who's fucking around.
Listen.
You probably don't. Probably
Maybe I
just
just
let it
need
go.
somebody
If
fucking
you, if
I'm
you,
just saying.
if
That's
you
all
are,
I'm saying.
if you are messing around, have you been in a situation
Mhm.
where you are in a relationship
Mhm.
and you're messing around, you on a break?
Ain't no breaks. If we in a relationship, we not on a break. It's either break or relationship.
Okay.
If we on a break, we not together.
So you're
Okay.
type to move on the next day.
No, if we're not, I'm the one that's like, if we're on a break,
I thought we
I'm
was
not
on a
gonna
break.
hold you.
Ain't no
Okay,
break.
I'm not gonna hold you to what you did on a break because we are on a
Okay.
break.
That's
Not to
being
say it
said.
won't hurt.
That's being said,
That's-
you can't hold me, right?
Yes, I really am.
Exactly.
I've had that
You the
situation.
type,
We were
yeah.
on a break. I found out that he slept with XYZ, and I was like, okay, I respect that. You told me. I can't be mad. We weren't together.
Right.
We moved on. Like,
Okay.
but that's who I am.
Yeah.
Some people are not intact with their self like that, and not to say that they're wrong or anything.
Exactly.
That's just how I am. That's how I hold
You're not
respect
wrong
of
at
them.
all either. That's
So-
you're
No,
a strong
that's how I
person
hold
for
it.
being able to deal with that.
So when they were dealing with the other person, and I know this word has been overused,
Mhm.
forgive me, but it's called an entanglement. Some
Entanglement.
wires got crossed,
Okay.
some penises wound up in vaginas.
It happened.
It got crazy out here.
Because you both were in a different space. It wasn't like they both were in a space that they were about to be in this relationship, this committed relationship. They both were in a journey
Mm-hmm.
in their life, and it happened.
Right.
It was a journey. I use a journey in a heartbeat. But they were in
Yeah,
a journey
nice.
for some type of healing, for some type of satisfaction,
Yeah.
and that happened. That's what he did. He was on a journey when we broke up. He was in his own journey, and I was on my own journey. And then when we got back, we were truthful in what we did. I used to see the girl. Hey, girl. Like, I don't.
Y'all was friends, y'all back.
We weren't friends. I didn't know her in that
Right.
manner. I didn't know her in that manner. We weren't friends, but we have been in the same house together. I had known of her.
Did you feel sorry?
Hey, girl. No, I did not.
Did you feel like you looked better than her or whatever you
I looked better than her, but it didn't matter
She
because
felt that way 'cause
at
that's
this,
what she just said.
I looked better than her. But at
Right.
the end of the day, like, he with me, He was not with. Now she probably felt like she was doing something like, "Ooh, girl," but we weren't even together. Like, I don't care that much. I really don't care that much, and I think I get desensitized.
I don't know if I.
J Hood.
What?
Nah, you just proving the point of J Hood. You don't care
Oh,
that
hood.
much.
I just feel like I would feel some type of way if I'm with my girl and the other dude is in the room that she smashed. I'm gonna feel some type of way.
But you gotta be in tune with yourself, baby.
I am. Listen, I'm so in tune.
You
know
can't
what
let
I'm
that
saying? Look
get
at
to
the
you
dot.
though.
No, it ain't. But listen, cause I know you think in your head, haha, I smashed your girl.
But how do you know?
And I will kill you.
But how do you know though? Is that not just your distortion?
No, it's my.
Is this the story you have made up in
testosterone
your
and my
head?
ego, and we might have to throw hands.
But this is
at
the
this
story
point.
you made up in your head. This man may not have. He may be so far removed from that situation, and you have made this story
I don't care
up
about
in
none
your
of that.
head
The
with
fact-
your male ego and your chauvinistic mind state that you like. He think about. Okay, my girl. He think about that shit.
Well, just the fact that he can tap his homeboy and be like, "Hey, I fucked this girl,"
What the fuck did I
and
think?
I can't call him a liar. That's
So
all.
what did you say?
Nothing.
You did a what?
I ain't said nothing. Go
Okay.
ahead.
What? You go ahead like that. You said nothing. What did you say?
I didn't say anything, Chris. I don't give a fuck.
But
Anyway, go ahead.
it's cool. I mean,
Y'all got it.
I get it. I couldn't take it either, and I've been in that situation personally, where someone in the room didn't know that I knew that things had happened, and they thought it funny to introduce me to the person. At that moment, it's like that Dave Chappelle. At that moment, you know what I'm saying? Like I had a choice, and I told the dude, "I gotta leave your party, man, cause I was gonna tear it up."
I get it.
So you know what I'm saying? Like
It's
it's
gonna beat him up.
It's going
beat him up.
I get it.
We just gonna say that. And you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's like I didn't act crazy. I
Good.
did hold it together. But when he put his hand out to shake mine, I shook my head because it's like, really? You trying to play? I really want to fight him just for the fact that he was trying to play me. But nobody else knew what was going on. So it was like, cool. But you know what I'm saying?
My
At the end of the
friends.
day, you can't deal with that. That's mental strain, man. Don't put me in those situations. Hold me down.
Okay, so I guess with all this relationship stuff, what are your thoughts about marriage? Now that we just really heavily in relationships, especially as it pertains to like everybody has this Will and Jada stuff going on and have these thoughts about marriage and stuff. And somebody said, I feel like I got it off of Facebook or something like that marriage is overrated.
You took the words out of my mouth. Marriage is overrated.
Why do you feel that way?
With a coincidence.
Yeah,
What a
with a
coinky.
coinky. I mean, you know, once you establish a certain point in your relationship, what is marriage? You know what I'm saying? It's a ring, it's a tax write-off, it's a thing at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a status. It means nothing if you're already there.
A wedding is a thing. A marriage is not.
I mean, you can go to the justice of peace.
That's a marriage. That's not a wedding.
But I'm
A
just saying,
wedding is all of that you just said.
Do you not want to get married?
That's a difficult question to answer because,
Well, why?
I mean, you know, I can't say I wouldn't do it. Like that's
But if you did it, you feel like it was stupid.
no. If I did it, it would probably be more so just to be like, all right, here you go, type. Because I wouldn't marry you unless I felt like we was already there. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, it's for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you want this ring, you want this, you want to say whatever. But I'm
You
cool.
don't feel like that you would want to do it for you too? Like if you found somebody that you even wanted to marry, to say that I want to marry you, you don't feel like you would be invested in the marriage itself too?
That's why I say I can't say, because, you know, depending on who it is, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay. So
if it's a show thing, you know what I mean?
I feel like at a certain extent, for women, it is a show. Because at a certain point in your life, you look at your watch and you be like, I'm getting old. I might need to go ahead and.
Are you talking about the wedding or the marriage? Which one are you
I'm talking about both.
What is the
because
show?
Being married.
Because you know that your family start calling you out the wild. Be like, girl, when you gonna get a man? When you gonna throw out some babies? When you gonna, start time to settle down? Yeah, so then your clock starts ticking, and if you haven't had children at that point, if you haven't been married, you give yourself a timeline that I want to be this by 30, right? If you haven't gotten that, then you start to speed that up a little bit, all right? And then it becomes about your timeline more so than the actual establishment of marriage, right? You don't agree?
To an extent.
Okay.
To an extent.
And then some people just want to throw a big party for people around them. And this is what I never understood about marriage. Why am I paying? You're
not talking about marriage. You're talking about the wedding.
I'm talking about the wedding. I'm sorry.
But
I just need to get this off. I'm mad that I gotta pay for everybody to watch me get married. I gotta pay for your food. I gotta pay for you to dance.
Right.
What are we doing?
Okay, then you make your own stipulations to the wedding. Okay,
I don't feel like marriage is overrated. I feel like marriage is what you make it. And if you want to be with this person forever and you're willing to take these vows under God, then be willing to commit to them.
Absolutely.
I think more people try to get divorced because it's an option, but you got to go in like this is plan A and plan A.
And then those are the ones I believe got into the marriage for the wrong reasons. The show or whatever their reasoning behind getting married. They didn't get in the marriage because this is who they felt they could spend the rest of their life with. They saw themselves building with. And they were truly in tune to that relationship.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you feel like men should cry when the bride is coming down the aisle?
I want my man to cry.
Why?
I want him to shed a tear.
He probably crying because he knows it's the last time.
Because then I know it's real. Then I know it's real. Like
if I fuck up this time, it's gonna be
and
legal
it's
penalty.
And it's vulnerability. Like if you cry for me,
but see, that just speaks to my
vulnerable.
point of it being overrated. Like if something goes wrong, now you can take
The
half
wedding
of my
might
stuff.
be overrated, but the marriage is not.
So you okay with a justice of the peace wedding?
I don't want a justice of the peace wedding anymore. I've already had that.
Me too.
I want to have a real wedding this time.
Man, we are divorced buddies. How about you talking about?
But
Now you need to get in the club.
I can't,
You got baby mamas, so same thing.
But I want.
My point exactly. I feel like I've been married a few times.
You've not been married. You've allowed yourself to do marriage things, but you weren't married.
Which often people do before marriage. I mean, what's the difference after marriage? They're doing
No,
that.
you know what the difference is? It's expectations.
Yeah. Oh.
Let me break that down so it's
Hallelujah.
forever broke. When you get married, you a boyfriend and girlfriend on Friday. If you get married on a Saturday, you are now a husband. A husband comes with a different set of responsibilities. You are now the head of a household. You're now responsible for this. You are now responsible. You have a soul tie that cannot be broken.
Glory be to God. Hallelujah.
Supposedly.
Right.
So your significant other might not express this to you. And I tell you this before you enter into this, because it's going to change. You're not even going to know it changed.
You looking at me like I'm about to get married.
No, I don't know. I just feel it's on my spirit to tell you.
Oh, God. Hallelujah. On the spirit. Come on.
But once you do that, she's not looking. If you stayed out till 2 last night, nigga, you's a husband. You better have your ass in the house, babe. She's not going to tell you this.
That's what I'm saying.
And then you're going to feel like, wait.
Or she may tell you this. She may tell you this. Maybe you should talk or date a little bit and be in a relationship a little bit longer before you got in marriage. Because, yeah, there are some unspoken things, but a lot of stuff you can just speak about it. Like, look, tonight, don't come in at 2. I need you to be home by 11, 12, okay? But also, that's the expectations in the relationship.
You need to also know me and know that, hey, when Han called me and we go out, it ain't no
But then
telling
again, and
what's
I don't
gonna
care nothing
happen.
about Han because it's our relationship.
But
Han is not in our relationship,
you
right?
know,
It ain't Han is
before I
not in
met
our
you.
relationship. That's why you don't need to be married, because Han is prioritized. Am I right or am I wrong? You prioritize your relationship with Han, not with me as your wife.
I just don't want to feel like
You don't want to feel
limited.
confined.
Yeah, like
And you
know what I'm
shouldn't,
saying?
though.
Like
But
now when I get together with Han, it's like, hey man, you know I'm married now. Like I can't.
But you shouldn't. The right person, you shouldn't feel that way. However, and you also want to communicate these things. That's why y'all should probably be in a relationship a little bit longer, rather than married on Saturday and started dating on Friday. So it can be communicated with each other, so you guys can understand that that's something that I don't like when you do. That's something I don't like when you do. This is okay with me. It's no qualms with me in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think people also need to start using their mouth. And I just got back. I just started getting to that place.
In marriage, I think everybody should use their mouth.
What you mean? I got my mind went somewhere else. I'm sorry.
No. Where your mind went is what I was talking about.
Oh God.
Makes everything
It keeps a happy marriage. Less fighting.
Less arguing.
You can't do a whole bunch of arguing when you're tired. That's all I'm saying.
Oh God.
I will fight with you, but I'm sleeping.
Well, anyways, we're not even about to.
But anyway, yeah, I get what you're saying. Communication rules the nation. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of that gets changed or misconstrued after marriage. I don't understand. Like, why would it change? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's overrated, because I feel like we should be at an understanding before that point, and those rules shouldn't change.
Okay.
You know, changing a relationship, which makes me feel like maybe this isn't what
I guess I have heard. I've heard that the actual marriage changes the relationship, and I guess I can see where you're coming from in that. I mean, my views is a little bit different. I don't think marriage is overrated. I think
It should change for the better.
It should change you for the better if you find the right person. The wrong person, marriage is overrated. But the right person, it is a blessing. It should be more of a blessing than a headache. So, but guess we'll agree to disagree once again. Again, I am going to vote for Kanye.
You're so stupid.
I am going to vote for Kanye.
I'm believing you out my phone.
I'm about to report you to ISIS.
First of all, we've been best friends for well over a decade now, y'all. So y'all have no choice.
It's time.
So in Jada, in August, in Will, in Nate, entanglement. August seems a little messy, but I also think he's standing in his truth.
You know what? That nigga's truth is stupid. Just like yours is about Kanye.
Okay. Okay. That was disrespectful, but
It is. We'll talk about it next time.
Next time. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed episode 3 of the Unpopular Opinions podcast. I know you guys have a lot of thoughts. I know you have a lot of views on what we just talked about. Please don't hurt me in the comments.
No, please kill her.
Please
She
don't.
needs to be killed.
Tell them like it is.
Listen,
So-
we are on YouTube, we are on Instagram, we are on Facebook. Shout out to 105.1 Live.
Yes.
We here.
We are in the
We
building.
making it, y'all. Give us time. We growing. You got anything to say, Nate, this before we end?
Hey, I just want to say I hope y'all enjoy the experience as much as I have. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely a step up, and you know, I really appreciate the conversation that we have.
Man, you doing your white voice at work.
No. You know, I do it, but I can't help it. You know what I'm saying?
Gets
But
emotional.
what was the word y'all was using with Kanye?
Manic?
Yes, as manic as
Don't-
you have been this evening, I
have
still
not.
appreciate you being here.
I have not.
You gonna vote for Kanye? You manic.
And I'm going to vote for Kanye. And you got something else to say, Chris?
You may not know me.
Anyway, so thank you guys for tuning in again. Love, live, life, nigga shit. We will see you all. Oh, well, not really see you, but talk to you all again.